Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about managing input and output statements. Managing input and output statements, as you all know that uh, C is a functional programming language. Therefore, it has no exclusive built-in statements to perform the basic input-output operation. To perform these I/O operations, C provides a library of function. This library is called a standard input-output library. It is denoted by stdio. The header file containing such library function is called stdio.h. See, here as you all as we know that C is a functional programming language. Therefore, it has no exclusive built-in statements to perform the basic input-output operation. It is C programming language. It is a functional programming language. It does not have a built-in statements. We have certain kinds of library files. I mean built-in predefined information present on that particular library file. For example, here C provides certain kinds of libraries. That is nothing but here input output. Standard input-output library. As you all know that stdio.h. Stdio.h is nothing but standard input-output.h. That standard input-output.h header file contains information about input and then output functions. This the thing will present under that stdio.h is nothing but header. stdio is nothing but standard input-output.h. This can act as a preprocessor directive. This can act as a header file in your programming, C programming language. Here, to solve a problem using computer program, the three important functions are required. For example, if you want to solve a certain kinds of program, problems in our computer program means we need to know we need three kinds of things. First thing is input, and then processing of data, and then output. Here, generally, if I can consider addition of two numbers, general example I'll tell you here. Addition of two number manually, if I can if I can consider that example, addition of two number manually, we can calculate. For example, if I can ask a question like this, what is the answer of 2 plus 3? Obviously, you can say the answer is 5, but computer don't know that. First, initially, we need to write a certain kinds of program, then we need to compile, then we need to run that particular program. Once we run, obviously, we are going to give the input. Input is nothing but, as I said that, 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is nothing but 5. We know that, but computer don't know that. That's why we need to write code, and then we need to compile, we need to run that code. While running, we need to give the output from, input from keyboard. Just I am submitting the input from keyboard 2, 3. That two things, 2, 3 can act as a input. That particular information present under your particular library thing. Then processing of data. For example, processing of data is nothing but how the things are processing. Why we need to process means we need to build an answer for that. Whatever the input we have given, based on that thing, the thing we are going to process here. Then output. Obviously, once we given the output, obviously I will get the things, will get the output on our particular screen based on your input. These three things are important things. You need to know that these are three important functions we need to require while solving a problem. C does not contain any built-in input or output statements. In C, the standard input and output library functions are included in the header file. That is nothing but stdio.h. Therefore, every C program using input-output functions must begin with the statement #include stdio.h. #include is nothing but here. This is one kind of header file. #include stdio.h. Stdio.h, as you know that standard input-output.h. H is nothing but header file. So we can call it as a preprocessor directive also here. stdio means standard input-output. Types of input-output statements: formatted I/O, then unformatted I/O. We have two types of I/O statements, that is formatted I/O and then unformatted I/O. First thing is formatted I/O statements. Format I/O is nothing but input output. These enables the user to specify the type of data and the way in which it should be read in or written out. For example, printf and scanf. Printf is used to display the things. For example, inside the things, like inside the parents, we are going to write some certain kinds of statements like enter the 2 number, addition of 2 number. Generally, some certain kinds of statements we are going to write inside the parentheses with the help of a double quotation. I'll tell you while explaining the program. Okay, here printf is nothing but it can act as an output thing, then scanf it can act as an input thing. Here these choose information present under your stdio.h header file. This is about formatted IO statements. Unformatted IO statements, they don't allow the user to specify the type of data and the way it should be read or written. The examples are getChar and then putChar. Reading a character, single character input. GetChar is nothing but we are getting the character, single character we are getting based on that particular input. Here the getChar function is used to get a single character from the keyboard. The syntax is, for example, as I told that, like it can accept characters. That's why getChar, it can accept only a single character based on your whatever the input you are giving from your keyboard. The syntax variable name equals to getChar. Variable name then getChar. Variable is nothing but here it may be integer, it may be float, it may be char, it may be double, it may be bool, like this. Where variable name may be of type char or integer. Here variable char ch equals to getting a character. I mean getChar is nothing but we are getting the character. In the above statement, the execution of the program is halted until a key pressed. This key is stored in ch. Whatever the input you are getting, that input will be stored under ch. Ch is nothing but the type of ch is char. Here here the thing will be stored like whatever the input you have passed, that will be stored under ch. Here this is about getting, like getChar function. GetChar function can also be used to read strings containing more than one character by reading one character at a time within a loop. getCh is similar to getChar, but it does not wait for the user to press the key. It is an offered version of getChar. getCh is also one kind of getChar, like does not wait user to press the key, but getChar, it should wait until user presses the key from your keyboard. Here then again writing a character, single character output. Single characters can be displayed using the library function putChar. The general form is putChar variable name. As the name itself, just we are going to putting the character, where the variable name must be character variable or character constant. The statement answer equals to y, putChar of answer. Whatever the value, like whatever the information present under that answer, that will be present, like that will going to put on your particular screen, will display the character y. Like obviously that y belongs to your answer. Whenever we used like a putChar function, putChar of answer, obviously the answer contains y character. That y character will going to display on your particular screen. Then IO statement tables. Here same thing, formatted, then unformatted, formatted scanf and printf, unformatted getChar gets, and then putChar puts. Formatted input scanf. C provides function called scanf to read the values for the variable C program from the keyboard. The scanf statement is used to enter the numeric character string type data. The syntax is control string address list, where control string is a sequence of one or more character groups. Each character group is a combination of the percent symbol, one of the conversation characters. It specifies the type of the value which are to be supplied to the variable. Address list is address of memory locations. where the values of input should be stored. Address list variables are separated by commas. Here, whatever the variable we have declared, that will be separated by commas. Here, for example, here they are showing here scanf of %d, %f, %c. Here percentage d is nothing but integer mode, and then percentage f is nothing floating, and then percentage c is nothing but character here. Generally ampersand x, ampersand y, ampersand z, whatever the values you have you are submitting, those values are storing under that particular variable like x, y, z. Same thing here, ampersand scanf %d, %s, ampersand number, and then name. Thank you.